Hi everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Christine. I like to read dark and disturbing things. I also like to get a lot of book box subscriptions. So I have two to share with you today. One of them is the Illumicrate box that I have gotten before, and one of them is a new to me box called To Be Read. So let's just see what's inside. So the To Be Read box is brand new to me. This comes to us from the same company that brought us the Litjoy crate box, which I did get. I haven't gotten it in a while, probably over a year. I tried it for a little bit and I think they restructured everything. And now they have this one called the To Be Read box. And someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but there's different tiers for this box and you can choose what you get inside it. And the higher the tier you are, the more things you can choose for your box. So I know I didn't pick the top tier. I was able to pick my book and I was able to pick 2 items, and I think there's going to be 2 items that are a surprise to me. So this should be fun to check out and see what we have. So this box is ginormous, first of all. And here we have it. It says, for those who would rather be reading. So it's like to be read with a bumblebee. So that's kind of cute. And we have our little product card. So this was for August 2023. This is like, I believe, a once quarterly box, and this is my first one. And unfortunately is going to be my last one, at least for a while, because I'm having to stop subscription boxes for a while. I've got some things going on in my life, and maybe once I settle back down, I will be able to resubscribe to some of these. So nothing against this box. So first of all, we get a bookmark and it says Enchanted on it. And this is just kind of an ad for a quarterly print magazine called enchantedlivingmag.com. We have, okay, so I see the 2 items I was able to choose on top. I kind of forget because this was a long time ago that I did this. So this is, I believe, a House in the Cerulean Sea inspired mug. And I absolutely loved that book by TJ Klune. So I'm just showing you the box because it's got some really cute artwork on it. And I don't remember what I could have chosen otherwise, but I think it's in that little magazine, so I'll show you in the end. Oh, this is so cute. I have a question for you guys. When you get these mugs, do you use them or do you just display them? Because at some point, I feel like I should be trying to use them. I'm going to read what it says. As long as you listen, you can hear all manner of things you were never thought were there to begin with. And so we have, and don't ask me what the characters' names are. I don't remember anymore, but I did really love this book. If you like found family, cozy books, you will like this one. So this was my first item. Second item was a tea tin, and this was inspired, oh, I love this. This is inspired by Alice in Wonderland. Mad Hatter, the March Hare. Have that. That pops off, and this keeps it sealed nice, so you could put loose tea in there. I could put tea bags in there as well. I really like this. The artwork is beautiful. It's a useful item, or it might just be a decoration. We'll see. Okay, so this must have been one of the surprise items, and it's Rainbow Reader Sunday Socks. It says Rainbow Reader. I think that this has to do with the Reading Rainbow TV show when I was a kid. I could be wrong, but I like the style of socks, and it looks like they're actually really well made. That they're ankle socks, which I prefer, and they seem really well made. A lot of times, some of these boxes will have socks, but they're kind of cheaply made. It does say Litjoy on the back though. And it's Rainbow Reader. Those are very cute. Next, I'm not sure if I think this is a wooden bookmark, but it's pretty short for one. It says, "When I die, delete my Kindle history," especially my Kindle Unlimited history. I mean, it feels like a wooden bookmark. It is a little bit on the thicker side for that and short. So I'm not sure if I will use it for that or put a magnet on it and put it on my TBR cart, because I do quite like that. So we're doing pretty well so far. Next up is something I have a lot of, but I feel like I can never have enough, and that's washi tape. I'm gonna open it so you can see it. This is cute. Oh, so it is 3 rolls of washi tape. It looks like one is owls, one is a witch's broom. And I'm gonna have to unroll it to see, but I think the last one may be a witch flying in front of a moon. Let me test it out for you guys. All right, so I was right about 2 out of 3 of these. So we have owls, which I absolutely love. This one is my favorite because it really pops against the white. Then the middle one looks like a phoenix in front of the moon, and the last one is the broomsticks, which I do also like, although I wish I could have done, or I think they could have done a little bit better with the coloring on that one, just to make those brooms pop. But the owls I freaking love. So I use lots of washi tape when I do my journaling or my book journal, so that will definitely get used. Last up, we have the book. And you do get a choice between 2 books. I just picked the one that I thought, I'm a freaking idiot, I own this book. So I did not know this when I picked this book, but this was the same book that I just got in my Fairy Loot box, and that is Forged by Blood. So here is the copy that came with this one, and I did not realize, I mean, I picked this way in advance, and then this came in my Fairy Loot. So there's the difference in how they look there. We have some edges here and here. We do have a very pretty hardcover. That continues all the way onto the back, and then it does have some very pretty end papers there. Let's see if it's the same in the back. Oh no, well, that's cool. It looks like they're in the middle of like a battle, but also like they could be doing a dance. And it is signed by the author. So I probably would be more excited about this if I didn't already own this book, but that's not really their fault. Had I known it was coming in Fairy Loot, I probably would have picked the other one, but that's on me. So, oh, it also has a ribbon. It has a ribbon bookmark in there, so that's pretty cool. So I'm not going to talk about what this book is about, only because I've done it in previous videos when I did this one. So I will have to decide which one of these I want to keep. Let's take a look at our product card, and we can see what choices I would have had to make. So the other book I could have chose from was called The Blonde Identity, which does not look like my type of book at all. So I'll show that right here. And so for option 1, I chose the Cerulean Sea Mug. You could have also picked an Artemis Greek mythology key, which I do really like Greek mythology. And the key is very pretty, but I wouldn't really have a use for it. The second option I had was between the Alice in Wonderland tea tin or the Divination Tarot bag, which doesn't contain tarot cards, just a tarot bag. The third option was between the wooden bookmark and a pin from Caraval, and it was a pin of the dress. And again, I just picked the item that I thought I would use. Oh, and the secret items were the socks. Yeah, it says You Can Go Anywhere, so it is Reading Rainbow. I haven't seen that show in forever, so. And then the set of 3 washi tape. So that was pretty cool. So that was the TBR box. I forget how much I paid. I will put it down below in the description. But for now, let's check out what we got in our Illumicrate box. I believe this may be my last Illumicrate box, though I may have one more coming. I can't remember because I think I did like a 3-month thing and I've canceled it, but one more may be coming. We'll find out. So this is the Illumicrate box. Whoa, things are flying. And it looks like this was for August 2023. And the theme is hidden magic. Again, the reason I'm canceling is just because I'm going through some different things in life and has nothing to do with the box itself. So we have a set of bookmarks with a bunch of CW fantasy book looking characters that, of course, I do not know who they are. I'm sure we'll find out. But the artwork on those is pretty cool. And then we have a mug. This is a Banked Fire. I feel like I know that this is probably a well-known book that I haven't read yet. But we have a cool dragon there. We have these characters. Oh, it is inspired by Priory of the Orange Tree, which I've had interest in, but the size of that alone is intimidating to me, and I'm really behind on my fantasy reading. So, ooh, this looks like a book tin. This is fun and creepy. It's a book tin called, and it says The Book of Eyes. And so you can set it on your shelf like that. And it's basically one of those fake books that you can open up and, ooh, it even has something on the inside. Sorcery of Thorns, Illumicrate. So you can, I use these a lot of times to keep bookmarks, or sometimes my little tabs if you like to annotate. Sometimes it's just nice to keep little trinkets that you maybe don't want on display, but you want to kind of keep. So these are really fun. I do like these. Oh my gosh, more washi tape. It's a washi tape kind of month. Looks like we have 4 rolls. Okay, I'll show you here, and then I'll show you on paper. I'm laughing at this one that has records, and then it also has like devil horns, like a skull, and that also reminds me of House of the Cerulean Sea. If you read it, one of them really likes to collect records, and it may be that all of these are House in the Cerulean Sea. So we have like the devil one with the records. We have like a gardening one, a book one. All right, I stuck them to the outside of the box. So we have these 2 here, and then these 2 here. Let's see what the book says. The washi tape says Found Family. Yes. Inspired by some of the characters in House of the Cerulean Sea. So we have a very Cerulean Sea inspired opening here, as well as washi tape. And for once, I knew the characters. Oh, I didn't know the characters on the bookmarks. Let's see. The bookmark set was inspired by characters of the Mortal Instruments series. No clue. I don't know what that is. Ooh, this is pretty. And the last book, or the last item, is the book. It says Guardians of Dawn Zara. Let me take it out of the wrapper. So this seems like a smaller book size than usual, just to compare it to a normal hardback. So we have really pretty edges here. We have one side like this, and this side has a little bit more detail, looks like, kind of like it's underwater. And then our cover, and the back is the same. Oh, wow. This artwork just reminds me of like video games. So here is the naked hardcover. That kind of continues onto the back. It says The Maiden Who Was Loved by Death. So maybe some sapphic tones there. And then we have the end papers, which are the same on both sides. And I believe this is a digital signature there. Let's see what the heck this is about. It says, magic is forbidden throughout the morning realms. Magicians are called abominations and blamed for the plague of monsters that razed the land 20 years earlier. Jin Zara already has enough to worry about, appeasing her stepmother's cruel whims, looking after her blind younger sister, and keeping her own magical gifts under control, without having to deal with rumors of monsters re-emerging in the marsh. But when a chance encounter with an easily flustered young man named Han brings her into contact with a secret magical resistance organization called the Guardians of Dawn, Zara realizes there may be more to these rumors than she thought. A mysterious plague is corrupting the magicians of Zenhai, turning them into monsters. Only magicians are susceptible, and Zara, Han, and their friends must find a way to defeat the plague before they or their loved ones are transformed. But as Zara and company get closer to the source of evil, they discover even a greater danger, one that threatens to throw the morning realms into darkness. To prevent the balance between order and chaos from being lost forever, Zara must find the elemental warrior within. I really like the stylized art on this, and this sounds to me like a pretty interesting read. Like I said, I haven't read fantasy in a while, but this one does kind of tick all the boxes of things that I may like. So I'll have to make some time for this one. All right, that's all I have to show you today. I really did like opening both of these boxes and the items that were within. I really love the artwork on this tin, so that may be my favorite item if I'm remembering correctly. And a little bit bummed about the book being a book I already have, even though it does look like a fantastic book. I will have to unhaul that one. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I really do appreciate it. Comment your favorite item down below that I opened, or if you've read any of these books, let me know so I can get to them more quickly. All right, thanks so much for watching, you guys. Stay spooky.